Guys, welcome back. I hope you all are doing very well. First of all, I would like to thank you guys for 518 subscribers as of recording of this YouTube video. I really do much appreciate it. Remember that if you do enjoy the content or find it useful, helpful, or whatever, please remember to subscribe to the channel. We are really ramping up the numbers now. We are flying through 500 already, which is amazing. So thank you very much for that. Of course, the goal is 1K, but we are really hitting it hard. Now, another thing I want to mention about the channel is you guys have been commenting a hell of a lot and also been really kind to the content that I put out, so I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for all those comments. It is really heartwarming to see that my content is actually appreciated and you guys find it useful, and my ways of explaining things and showing things also connect and click well with the majority of you guys, so thank you very much for that. Now in this video, real quick, we're gonna go ahead and do the weekly banner analysis. I'm recording this on the Thursday, so I'm not recording this on a Friday, but I will say anyways, happy Friday. Hope everybody's gonna have a great weekend. I'm currently playing Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. It just released on console or on PlayStation, so I'm gonna be busy with that. So real quick, just a free summons here. I'm not gonna check out who we're gonna get. Really, it's just a pull. Let's see, maybe we get somebody. No, of course we do not, because that's just my RNG. Okay, so we're going to be covering, of course, the end of month banner. I have not looked at them whatsoever. I don't know what's in that banner. And we're going to be covering this one as well, and the Kenpachi lineage. So let's start with the Kenpachi lineage. Let's just check who's in the banner itself. Okay, if the page will load eventually. This is very bright for some reason. Okay, Kenpachi lineage. Okay, so this is a really old pool. The only character that is worth it in this whole pool, I would say, is probably this red Kenpachi over here, the one on power. But even still, the units in this banner is seriously old. Yes, they are both really cool to have because they beyond Bankai. Kisuke as well, he's actually really strong even today because he does have a vortex and double status ailments. He's still really strong, but nowhere near strong enough to be meta. And unfortunately, Azushiro, I think I think he's Azushiro, Soya Azushiro, yeah, whatever the hell his name is, he fell off real hard. And then this Kenpachi is a brave battle character, but really he is completely redundant at this point in time. So definitely a banner I would skip. This is not one I would pull on whatsoever. They do the Kenpachi lineage summons every now and again, and I do not understand why they don't include Retsu in this, because she is a Kenpachi. So it's really odd to me that they have these guys in that we've never even seen in the anime, but they would exclude Retsu, which is, like I said, really strange. But yeah, so definitely not worth the pull on this banner at all. Then this banner, it's the focus spin or focus pull for one of the Tres Bestias, of course. So I don't know, Apache doesn't click with me as a character. I don't really like her. This Halibel is an amazing character. She's a really good spot farmer. Really strong, although she doesn't click for me. Another skip, really. This is not a banner worth pulling on. This Kisuke, once again, is a NAD, but not a really good one. Shuei, completely useless. Another spot character, but I'm guessing you guys already have better ones on mind. She's, like I said, extremely good, but definitely not worth the pull on this. And then Apache herself is a NAD, which is, you know, once again, a Guild Quest character with a trash skill set. So yeah, definitely another skip in my opinion. Now this summons, as of the recording on this video, is still in, and it will still be in for another 4 days or 3 days as of posting on this video. So definitely worth still looking at this. This Ichigo and Ulquiorra are extremely powerful. Definitely worth your orbs. But let's check out this banner. Now, of course, we're going to be going over the skills as we normally do, but let's just check who's in this banner as well. Because they're really pulling out all the stops for you guys to force you guys to spend all of your orbs before anniversary, because I mean anniversary is, you know, around the corner. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Not going to look at their skills, completely just ignoring it. I'm not looking at the screen really. Okay, so let's see who else is in a pull. Okay, this is a really good pull. Besides these three, which I'm assuming is absolutely bonkers because they are themed characters. There's a running theme within Bleach Brave Souls, that themed characters are way beyond strong when it comes to their normal counterparts. Okay, and I'll explain that in a second. So Etsu, this guy, absolutely overpowered as hell. Really worth it just to pull for him alone, basically. Tenjiro is a in-between character. He's a ranged Nad, extremely good support in Guild Quest, by the way. Really, really good. Definitely one of the best support units in Guild Quest. What I meant by theme characters are stronger than the usual counterparts. Look at all the Bambietas we have in the game. Then you look at this Bambieta. Swimsuit Bambieta is one of the strongest characters on technique in the game. One of the strongest. I'm not saying the strongest. The strongest will probably still be Grammy. Unless I don't think O'Driscoll is stronger than Grammy, but I don't have him, so I can't really say. But definitely Bambieta is up there when it comes to strength. She's also really, really good. She's not overpowered by any means, but definitely still a really good character. She is exceptionally strong. And she has everything. She has spots, she has purity 100%, she has coins. Definitely worth it to pull for her as well. This Meninas, she's kind of iffy about, you know, if she really worth to pull or not, because she's a very battle character and there's so many other characters that are better than her. But still not the worst thing you can get out of the pull if you do decide to pull on this banner, which I'm assuming you will. This Toshiro, kind of trash. He is completely redundant. And then Purity Ichigo, or Fazia Blood War Renewal Ichigo, if you want to call it that, definitely also worth the pull. So everybody in this pool is definitely worth it, except for Yamamoto, Toshiro, and maybe this Meninas. You can kind of debate this. So now we are going to actually check out the flagship characters. The actual reason for this banner. I'm going to save Gazelle for last because I think she's going to be really strong. So we're going to go over and look at Asken first. So Asken, of course, the death dealing, and it kind of still has that whole alchemy vibe going, which I love. They really did some good effort with this, and the artwork was also phenomenal. They really did a lot of work with this. I like this a lot. So SP, really, really high base SP, which is good, of course. Then he's a Soul Reaper killer and a Ronko killer. Great stuff. He's on technique, by the way. Forgot to mention that. And then he has a dual soul trait. It's going to become more common as the game progresses on. Dual soul traits is going to be much more prominent in units, as you can see here. Of course, recharge time minus 12% and strong attack damage 20%. Great stuff. Love it. He has Poison Plus. Of course, he's Asken. It's Poison Plus. So it is what it is. Then enemy defeated bonus. So he does get bonus skills every time he defeats X amount of enemies in a mission, which is great, but sometimes not as great. I explained this before. Units like this with these enemy defeated bonuses, they are good, but remember, they can only activate this if you can actually kill enemies. If you're using them in something like a raid, you're not going to be getting these bonuses because there's only one enemy. Make sense? I'm sure it does. So, defeat 20 enemies, you get 20% bonus Berserker. Great stuff. Defeat 40 enemies, Team Party, strong attack damage. Great stuff. That's phenomenal. 40 enemies killed, you got both your bonuses. Great stuff. Innates, Sprinter plus 1, Havoc 20%, and complete status immunity. Wonderful. Can't complain about its innates at all. Skills, increase strong attack damage 60%. Great. Reduce strong attack cooldown 12%. That's also from his soul trait, of course. Great. This guy is a spot unit. Okay, so he's a super link slot farmer. That's interesting. He has a lot of spots. He does give you bonus normal link slots as well, which is great because when you farm for spots, you also get an additional drop of normal link slot potions, and you also get droplets. So he has everything that you need in one. Then Frenzy plus 2, debilitated 2 seconds, increased status element chance against speed attribute enemies, perfect. Damage to poison enemies, okay. Poise, sharpshooter, heated enemies, and status element pressure boost. Phenomenal. I cannot complain about anything on this guy's kit at all, like anything. This is probably the best potion farmer we have in the game currently. You remember earlier I said with the other spin of the Trespicia, where I said Halibal may be worth the pull because he's a fantastic spot farmer. Well, he is just, he's the pinnacle of it right now. So the both on green, do not even bother with that other banner at all. Only focus on this banner because, as I said, this guy is by far the best spot unit we have in the game right now. So wonderful. They did a great job with him. He already has a really good normal, well, normal, another unit in the game that's really good, and that's the Brave Battle version. So now we just need a normal version of him that we can actually use a strong attack version. But I think that should be good enough, that version, so no issues in that. Let us check out Asnot. Actually, you know what, let's test play Asken first. I think he's going to absolutely shred the whole map. I don't think there's going to be any problems. Yeah, let's check him out. Really, the design of him is really good. I like it. If the game would download the data. Yeah, there we go. Because he has a ranged NAD attack, which is great. They did some nice effort with the visuals. I like it. Really good effort with the visuals. Okay, so let's see how much damage that deals. Quite a bit, actually. Not bad. First strong attack is a creeping beam, I would say. Like a pushing forward AoE type thing, which is really good. It has a very short cooldown as well. Well, very short. It has a normal cooldown. That's really nice to see. His triangle, or second strong attack. Real nice. Pulls enemies in and then pushes them away, similar to his first strong attack. Just of a much greater intensity. Which is awesome. His first strong attack. Screen wide AoE. Okay, cool. And he's kind of quick as well. So yeah, he's not going to have any trouble whatsoever with these units. Except for his cooldowns, of course, because we don't have anything linked to him. But he is absolutely shredding these guys, which is great. Love to see it. Yeah, that's really cool. And they did some fantastic visual work on his strong attacks. They're doing some effort again with the damn visuals. For a long time they just made it really bland, which is boring. But I mean, he's a fiend character, so it should be exciting. And then I'm expecting his special move to actually one-shot the enemy, but we'll see. Yeah, okay, that's kind of a cool special move. It's like a liquid that hardens into a massive spiky club or something like that. I don't know. It just looks really cool. So yeah, he is by far the best bot farmer in the game. Really, really good. And even as a normal unit, he's going to be fantastic. So really good on that. Now, Asnot, did they butcher you again, my dude? Because you just cannot catch a break. You are getting done in around every single corner. First of all, artwork. Let's check this out. Really cool artwork for Asnot. Really, really, really nice. I don't know why they give him a snake. He never really struck me as the type to give off a snaky vibe. He is more like a weird zombie corpse type thing. I know that's kind of like supposed to be Gazelle, but she doesn't give that vibe. He does, which is kind of cool. So let's see. He is a NAD unit. Okay, that's an interesting spin on him. I don't think they will put in a NAD version of him. But now I'm already a little bit tilted because he's Captain Killer Plus. In other words, he's going to be a Guild Quest character probably. So anyways, high attack, of course, really high attack. He is on power as well. Captain Killer Plus. Soul trait is normal attack damage 35%. Of course, like I said, NAD unit. Then list. Okay, so he has paralysis on one of his strong attacks. Normal attack is also paralysis, and his special move also has paralysis plus. Kinda weird. Then he has also a boost enhance and a weaken ability on his third strong attack, but we'll get into that. So his innate is sprinter +1, long reach 20%, and a sharpshooter. So he is a ranged NAD, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that makes it so that he actually shoots a lot further with long reach, which is great. Increased NAD damage 115%. That is significant, really significant amount of NAD damage bonus. Great stuff. Paralysis resistance 100%. Flurry +1 +2 in Guild Quest. Diminisher. Increased status armor chance against Soul Reapers. 10% range damage, 30% in Guild Quest. Damage to paralyzed enemies 40%. Enhancer poise booster. And increased killer effect. So once again, a killer effect baby, and I hate it, or a Guild Quest baby, because his killer effect is not Soul Reaper killer. It is Captain Killer. In other words, you do not have your killer effect bonus in 99% of the content of this game. It is so dumb. I am full tilted that they butchered another Asnot. They just give this guy the short stick every single time they make a variant of him. I don't understand it. He's such a cool unit, man. Hey. Okay, but let's see how he plays. Maybe he is just ridiculously strong and his visuals make up for the disappointment of another Guild Quest unit, but I doubt it will. Okay, so his normal attack string looks really cool. Must say, that's a really cool string. His first strong attack, I'm just going to cycle through them because that's just what it is. It's not really going to deal damage. First strong attack is it's very similar to Askin's, but it's just like a sweeping attack in a beam type of thing, if that makes sense. So it just sweeps along the ground, which is kind of cool. Second strong attack should be a boost and an AoE random, yeah. And then the third strong attack is a AoE in front of him that also weakens the enemies. So yeah. Now I am fully expecting him to one-shot all the enemies pretty much. Which, I mean, if you're into NAD units and you're into getting the guild quest units so that you can use them in your guild quest, I get it, I understand, yeah, this is gonna be awesome, but I mean, still, it's really frustrating when, you know, Asnot needs to get some really, really good units and they keep on just shafting him. And I don't understand, especially a themed variant. We don't get themed variants of units often. It's actually really rare that we get themed variants of units, and the fact that this is Askin, Asnot, and Gazelle is even more special, so yeah, it's really frustrating that they keep on butchering nice characters in Bleach for bloody guild quests. Yeah, this guy is strong, like I said, I expected him to be strong, but it's the most boring thing, man. I don't know, I'm very disappointed with Asnot, but that's just my own personal preference, of course. Another guild quest, baby. I hate it with a passion. Okay, let's see the super. Okay. Yeah, like I said, really disappointed with this one. Of course, you're all free to disagree on that. It's just how I feel about it. The thing is, right, what they're doing is, and Bleach didn't used to be like this. Somebody asked the other day for a little bit of history of the game. And here's a little bit of a history lesson. When Guild Quest was, like, in a, I would say, in a worse state, okay? And that's because of the rewards it gave, not because of the difficulty or anything like that. It's just it was in a worse state. This was about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. The guild quest could have been managed with just 1 or 2 of, you know, the required killer effects, and if you had them really well set up, okay, you didn't need the latest character basically to do it. What they're doing now is they're bumping up the enemy HP so much, and they're doing it every now and again, and people do pick up on it, of course, but they're bumping up the HP of the guild quest enemies so much that it's almost a requirement every single time to get a unit like this Asnot. And to not have him 1 out of 5, you're not going to do anything with a 1 out of 5 Asnot. You're going to need to have him at least 3 out of 5. You know, or in a case of an ad unit, you can have him 2 out of 5 and he should be okay-ish. But still, it's completely ridiculous how they're trying to force everybody to spin for the units or to pull for the units. I know it's a gacha game, I know they need to make money at somehow, but nobody's going to be buying soul orbs unless you are literally a billionaire. Soul orbs are too damn expensive. You know, it's ridiculous. I think the way they're doing the game currently is a little bit, not a little bit, it's extremely greedy, because they're doing every single basically second week is a new point event, and yeah, you get orbs out of that, but you need to get the new units for the point event, otherwise you can't really participate in it because you don't get enough points. Then you get the limit breaker quest, and if you don't have the new units, you are completely screwed with that one. You know, you cannot even participate because you're not going to get any rewards for doing it because your units aren't made for it. So they are forcing you essentially to pull on every single banner, and if you don't get it, they're like, okay, well, sorry, if you have 2,000 hours played or 3,000 hours played and you don't have the newest units, you're screwed. You know, that's what really bothers me about the game. It's one of the reasons I stopped actively playing it, because if you don't log in daily and chase every single orb that you get. And even if you do, I think you can only get like 3k orbs a month. And yeah, that sounds like a lot, but if you pull 10 times on a banner and you don't get anything, you know, it's like, why are you even playing the game? So it really frustrates me when all of the monthly rewards, the bigger rewards, are locked behind you getting lucky on the banner. It's very redundant and very, I would say, almost, in a way, you're going up against the wind, for a lack of better terminology. I don't want to swear on my channel, I don't do that. So you're going up against the wind the whole time, and as you're going up against the wind, you're just being pushed back, but you want to push forward, but you're getting pushed back the whole time. And that's the problem. Even with 1,000 hours played, if you don't have exponentially good RNG in this game, and let's say you have literally all of the old units, save for the last 6 months of units, okay? You have every single unit before that. You can't do the current limit breaker. Why? Because you need the new units. It's really dumb. They don't reward veterans. They reward new players and re-rolling accounts and stuff like that. That's what they reward. They don't reward old players of the game. But yeah, that's my rant done. Let's check out Gazelle, which I fully expect to be good. And if she's not good, I'm gonna go full tilt on this game. Because we already have a Gazelle variant which is good, but I want a better one. So, of course, artwork, phenomenal, as you would expect. They actually made her a little bit more girly. I know, it sounds weird, but with the whole outfit, it looks really good on her. So, that's great. Okay, so she is a Soul Reaper Killer Plus. I like that because it's not too specific. She also has a really high base SP. Great stuff. She's on Mind, by the way. And she has a soul trait of strong attack reach time minus 14%. I'm already more hopeful. Okay, so she has Dominate. I think it's called Dominate. Yeah, Domination Plus, which is great. She also has an EX move. Not a great thing to have, of course. So her Nates is Sprint plus 1, Havoc 20%, and Marauder. So she is a melee strong attack unit. Great stuff. I didn't expect that considering the staff. Kind of interesting. Then her skills, team, party, increase, mind attribute character strong attack damage. So that is great. She just has a 20% bonus strong attack damage. Increased strong attack damage 80%. Cooldown 14%. Great stuff. Weaken resistance 100%. So she does not have complete status immunity, which is fine. Frenzy plus 2. Bombardment plus 1. Debilitator 7 seconds. That's ridiculous. It's very high. Increased status ailment chance against Soul Reapers. Great stuff. Increase Quincy damage to status ailment affected enemies. Great stuff. Not a 30%. It's conditional, but still really cool. Damage to dominated enemies 100% bonus. Weaken defense and spiritual pressure boost 80%. So she is leaning more towards a boss killer and a nuker, since she gets massive damage bonuses from proccing status elements. And pretty much the only enemies that are going to survive when you do proc status elements on characters like this are raid bosses. So this is really good. And of course, if you use it in something like the Limit Breaker, where the enemies get really tanky on certain waves, you know, those enemies that take like 700 billion damage, she's going to do exceptional against them as well, because all of these stack up. So yeah, and they can stack up on them because they don't get one-shotted. So the skills look really good on her, of course. So let's test play her and see how well she does. I expect her to absolutely blow through this without any issues. Okay, so her normal attack is actually really well done. Damn. Okay, so the visual on that is really well done. I really like that. Well done to them. Her first strong attack is a AoE in front of her that hits once and then drops a bomb on the second hit. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Really cool AoE. A second strong attack. Oh, wow. Hang on. Second strong attack. Okay, I did not expect her to lunge forward. So it's like, once again, another hit, and then she lunges forward to hit again. It's a relatively big AoE. I expect her third to be screen wide. It is indeed screen wide. Okay, I'm getting melted here, actually. Hang on. We're gonna be needing to play a little bit more careful. Strong attack, second strong attack will kill these. Then I'm gonna pop her screen wide. There we go. First strong attack. Yeah, okay, she's extremely strong. Is it boss time yet? I think I have one more stage. Yeah, I do. Okay, let's try out her EX move. Another screen wide AoE. With a forced proc, I think, on her status element, which is great. That's really good. Okay, I'm impressed with her. She's really strong. I expected her to be. And then let's see her ultimate move. Okay, I am thoroughly impressed and happy with how Gazelle performs. She is a little bit different to get used to. Her AoEs are not really something we see a lot. So definitely something to get used to, of course. But if you do link up recharge time on it and stuff like that, you're going to be able to spam those quite a lot. So yeah, I think that is it for this video, guys. So quick synopsis, just a TLDR version of it. All of these banners are redundant right now. This one, this one, this one. Maybe not this one. You can still get these two, which is great. So just keep that in mind. But this banner has it all. You have a phenomenal spot unit. You have a great normal unit that is going to be great for killing extremely tough enemies. And that is in the form of Gazelle, of course. And then you have a Guild Quest unit, to my own dismay, because I hate it, as I've made very clear for you guys now, but at least he is still decent enough to the point where I would say, yeah, he's still worth the pull. For even normal gameplay, you can still pass it. It's just gonna be really difficult to actually, I would say, to click with him. He's not really made for normal gameplay. You can see it, he's made for Guild Quest. And then of course you have all the other units that you can pull out of this. Etsu, which is absolutely brilliant. Tenjiro, absolutely brilliant unit as well. One of the best support units, like I said. This Bambi is phenomenal. She is really good. She is beyond phenomenal. And then, of course, this Ichigo as well. So definitely, right now, this banner is worth your orbs. I would say pull on it. I'm not saying go all in. Remember, every single one of my banners is just until you are comfortable with it. These characters aren't game-breaking whatsoever. If you want game-breaking, you're going to wait till the anniversary, because whatever units they release on anniversary is going to break the game completely. It's the 10-year anniversary. They need to do something extremely special for this game. And I'm going to tell you now, those units are going to be so extremely powerful. They're probably going to have Frenzy +4 on them. You know, those type of things. They're going to be beyond busted. So that's when you will get something that's completely game-breaking. Of course, with these, like I said, pull until you are comfortable with what you pulled. But it's definitely worth the pull. It's definitely worth a few orbs. If you have it, if you don't have it, save it up for the anniversary. You're not going to be, you know, ruining your decision to not pull on this banner at all. So yeah, that's the TLDR. These two definitely still worth trying to get. And then, of course, this banner is also really good. Yeah, that's it. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you all are going to have a phenomenal weekend. And I will see you all again next week and Monday. The upload schedule should be returning to normal. So yeah, I will see you all again then on Monday. Have a great one, everybody. Thank you all again for the immense support and all the comments on the videos. I really do appreciate that. That is helping me out significantly with the algorithm, of course, and to help me get the video out to more people and appear on more timelines. That's why we are growing so quickly. It's because of you guys' ability and wanting to comment on my videos. So thank you all again for that. Have a good one and peace out.